today's show, we is going to be talking about a daycare provider that hung a
At home was in
her
her basement.
toddler in her basement. Do you think she should get 13 years in prison, or do you think she get life without the possibility of parole? Tell me what y'all think. But right now we have in the building Miss Streezy Cosmetics. Miss Streezy, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How about y'all?
I'm doing good, just sitting up here. I had a perfectly good message run through my phone a couple weeks ago about a daycare provider who hung a toddler in her basement. How do you feel about that?
Uh, how I put about that about me being in the legal field for some years is like she get her license revoked. She shouldn't be watching no other kids. She should she should get life, natural life, no needle injection, and when every parent comes to that to the courtroom, let her get another life sentence. Cause once you do them kids, them kids that have to be there, them kids that need a stable place for somebody to watch them. Just like, for instance, if you have your family member watching your kids while you out at work or when you want to go out, you know what they like to do. They want to play. They want you to have fun with them, spend time with them, and stuff like that. But now you can't trust nobody. Can't trust nobody to watch your kids nowadays. So with that being said, and for the parents looking into daycare for somebody to help with their babysitting situation, with that is that think about it before you have kids. See how you gonna see how you gonna do that. See how you gonna make your ends meet. See if you gonna get that job that lets you work part time or maybe just a few hours a day. You know what I'm saying?
True, true.
That daycare provider that hung that child up like that, it would have had to take me like 100 police officers. I would have to kill me somebody.
True, true. My number one thing was, why did you hang a toddler in your basement? That mother trusted you with her child. Did the child started crying? Did the child break some of yours? Did the child call you out your name? Did the child try to burn down your house? I don't think so. I think the reason is why you hung that child because that child didn't want to take no nap. That child didn't want to be there because that child mother has to work. You never had a problem with that child, but all of a sudden you got a problem with that child because that child don't want to be there. That child want to stop crying, or that child did not want to take a nap. It's one of the two. You had not no reason to hang that child in your basement. And then when a mother came to your house, you told that lady you hung her child in her basement. And that's when she called the cops on you. Because if that was me and you hung my child in your basement, what I would do, I would call 911 and like, look, you're gonna need half of the police force because this daycare provider who I brought my child to hung my child in her basement and now I'm finna kick her ass and then some all over her damn house. So y'all better get here. And by the time they get there, I'll be in the middle of the street, laying in the street with my hands and legs spread it out. Come handcuff me because I done beat this bitch ass. Because if you got a good job, first thing I do, I will ask my family members, can you watch my child till I get off work? I get off work at 10:30. Sometimes I work overtime. Can you watch them till I get off work? Or either I have my wife to come pick my child up when she get off work. That's where my child is already at home, then ate and had her bath and in the bed. But you didn't do that. You hung that woman's child, and now you're looking at 13 years. But if you don't do that, they thinking about giving your ass probation, which I don't think that's right. So if that was me, I'd be at every parole hearing and everything to make sure your ass do not get out. Don't get
Yeah,
parole,
you
don't get
just hear
nothing.
something about probation. Just want to give that lady probation. No, that's an automatically 20 years to life. But if it was a black person that hung they own kind of, we'd get natural life without a possibility of parole and neglect
True.
charges on our asses and CPS
Yeah. But
all
see,
involved.
they do white people. They just give them a slap on the wrist. Black people, natural life, lethal injection, anything like that. Daycare will be involved. You losing your kids, you done lost your job. They'll make sure everything that you do, that you work so hard for, they will take. And it shouldn't be like that. If you do the crime, you should be able to do the time. That's how
Right,
exactly how I feel about it. But if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
right,
You know what I'm saying? That's not right for anybody to string up a child because that child wouldn't stop crying, wouldn't take a nap, or anything like that. If you know that child is not going to take a nap or won't stop crying, you should have called that parent back like, come get your child. He or she do not want to take a nap, won't stop crying, and I can't deal with this. Come get your child. You have to find another daycare to put this child in where they can handle all that crying. Because I cannot do it. That's how I would have done it. Like
yeah,
like Bernie Mac said, when he retired from comedy, he gonna prove to you that he trustworthy. My man said, I will fuck your kid up. When you come home, when you come to pick your child up and he got a knot on the side of his head, and he said he'd tell you, I took a hammer and slapped the fuck out of him, jumping on my goddamn couch. See, that was Bernie Mac. But you got people that's different style. They got their own style. But when it comes to daycare, you should be loyal. Find out what that kid like to do. When their parents come to fill that daycare application out, see what they like to eat, what they allergic to. Do they like to play with toys? Do they like to do this? Do they like to do that? Find out before they drop their child off.
because I can tell you from experience, my niece, she went to a daycare before, and when you go to a daycare with a whole lot of kids, and you know some of the kids is sick, and then you think your kids is safe, oh no, and be looking at the next 2 weeks and watch they be shitting and sick and all that after behind it, after the fact of what they eat. So it's more like get to know that the daycare facility before you make that decision. Visit that facility and see if this is exact or what you want your child to be at. Go under better, better Fitness Bureau and see if they had any complaint. Um, just do your research. Ask the neighborhood they send their kids to there. Go on Facebook. Ask for recommendation. Uh, I mean, it's out there. But if you can't, excuse me, but if you can't find nobody and you schedule to work from, for instance, from 8 to 10 o'clock, from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock in the evening. So that means for the time for that next day, ask a family member, can they watch your kid? Like if for me, I help raise it maybe 7 or 8 kids at the most. I babysit my little cousin kids, and she got 3. I babysit 2 kids, which my uncle daughter got 2 and 1 on the way. Uh, yeah, it's a lot. You just can't put your trust in that one person and think your kids gonna be all right with it. Some kids got to adapt to what you put them at, especially if they're in a bad environment. Rather, if they don't like the place, if they don't like a person, then they'll tell you. 'Cause, kids gonna talk. Not even the child ain't most times they ain't gonna be able to say, what's wrong with them and stuff like that. You have to feel them out. Like, if they come home with bruises and cuts and scrapes and all that, and then you like what happened. Just like with the school. Some of the schools don't take incident report with your kids, or you with your kids came to school with, and you trying to find their jacket. They ain't gonna find that jacket. That jacket's gonna be long gone. So you just gotta be careful who you choose and who you let who you let them kids be around. And most of the time, nine times out of 10, they gonna tell you, "Oh my, this person did this to me. Ma, I don't want to go back. Don't make me go back." Because that's what they're accustomed to is for somebody to give them that guidance, talk to them. Like, hey, you can go outside, but don't go across the street. Sure, I let mine go across the street, and I could see them right there in the schoolyard.
It's
They don't go that far.
it's just like okay.
Kids
It's
need
just
exercise.
it's just like okay. When a kid come to you, they're gonna be like, well, hey, Mr. Henderson, you like a dad to me. What can I do to do this? What can I do to do that? And I'm gonna sit that kid down. I'm like, look, what do you like to do? Well, I like to draw. I like to play with my little sisters. I was like, little sisters, it's fun to play with. Little sisters is there to get on your nerves. But always love your little sisters. Always love your parents. Always listen to your parents. Don't just sit there and talk back to your parents. It's just like my little cousins, them that switch is shining them cousins. Every time my auntie is here or she at work and they stay the night, and they always asking me, is I'm going outside? I'm like, yeah, I'm going outside. Like, why? Y'all want to come outside? They were like, yeah. I'm like, okay, go get your stuff on, and we go outside. And we all outside in the back. That's all we do. We be outside all day, every day. See, that's how I love raising my little cousins because they always look up to me as they big cousins. So I always treat them with respect. It's the same way they treat their mama, their grandma, their dad with respect. That's the way it always supposed to be. Not sit there, string your child up or anybody else child up in your basement because that's gonna make you a fake ass daycare provider. Oh, she just doing this to get a murder under her belt. Yeah, you got a murder under your belt, but you hung a toddler. Everybody know when you go to prison, you're gonna have to fight because they know you done something to a child, from sex
Right.
offenders to pedophiles. They're gonna know you did something to a child, and you're gonna have to fight. Common sense, right there. You're gonna have to fight, and that's what she gonna have to do because that sentence is not right. You hung a child. That's first degree murder. That carries an automatic life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Mm-hmm.
It's first degree or second degree. Any way you look at it, manslaughter carries a sentence between 15 to 20 years. 13 years? No. Probation? No. Life?
No.
Yes. Lethal injection? Yes. Or electric chair? Yes. One of them three? Yes.
And
Time
not to
said,
mention you got, and not even to mention you got some people that like men, and you got people that like women in there. So whatever floats your boat, you can't tell them no, because they gonna find a way to get it any kind of way. So
they gangs up in prison. They gangs up. That's number one thing. They gangs up in prison. It's just like in a man prison. You sit on somebody's bed and it's three motherfuckers in there and you sit on that bed and you hit. They gonna take your cookie and you gonna be they bitch or they hoe or whatever you is that you gonna be to them. But I think she should get life in prison for that because 13 years, nah, 13 years ain't even enough. Ain't even enough to scratch the damn surface. Not
and
even
then,
a
and
clue.
then what I do, I pay. I would have her pay to pay the parents for what you call that, I want to say with when a person killed another person, you gotta pay uh restitution. That's what they call restitution. And then on top of that, I will pay they, what I'm saying, have her to pay their family as much money as she can, because you're not gonna get that child no more. And they just like she was robbed,
Yeah,
of they
yeah,
baby. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
They
And
was
nothing
robbed.
child back.
They was robbed, man. That Tyler don't then that Tyler been there before. But why would you, if you know that Tyler been there before, why would you hang that woman's child? That's the whole point. You don't just sit there and do no dumb shit like that, man. Shit. That baby probably didn't want to be there. It wasn't even that baby time to leave this earth. That baby didn't even have a chance to see how to drive or how to cook or anything like that. That baby just had you just stole that baby's life, and
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't be like that. And she was wrong for that on some real
Yeah.
stuff.
So, ladies and gentlemen, do the research for child care. E- Even if you have to have somebody that's really close to you, like your mama, your sister, your brother, um, either a cousin, but just do the research. That's all it takes.
Or either if
Do
you can,
research on
either
how much it costs for somebody to watch their kids per week and per month. DHS help pay people to watch your kids. But then at the same time, it's stuff that you have to go through. It's a process that you have to go through to get all of that situated. Because I thought about running the daycare center myself, and it's it's not hard. All they gonna want to do, they want to do a house visit, and they gonna check your plug and see how many plugs that you need to cover up, and make sure there's enough space for the kids to lay their head down for nap time. But they want to play and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought about that myself, but I know me. I know that I had to learn patience when it came to my nieces. Because at that time, I didn't have it. It's like it was all about me. I was like, no, I had to actually sit back and say, no, it ain't all about me no more because you got that first child here. And when you
right,
get
right.
that first child, it's not about you no more. It's just that you just have to, you got to grow up real quick. But you 16, 17, 18, 19, if you out there being promiscuous or having kids and stuff like that, you gonna automatically have to grow up. So all I say is just do the research of what it takes, whether you in school. And just like I know a girl that my niece used to go to school with. She 16, 17 and had a baby already. Had a baby already at 16 years old, working on and got a second one coming.
It's just
Like,
like this. It's just like this.
it's such.
It's just like this.
Like,
If you know you got a job and you got older nieces and nephews, ask one of them to watch your child. If you from 6 in the morning to 10 at night, ask them. See how much they are charged. If they say $20 an hour, go on and give it to them. Tell them like, okay, this what my baby eat. He take his nap at 12 o'clock. He gets back up like about 3. He likes to watch TV or likes to go outside and play. He likes for you to play with him, stuff like that. Read him a story. That's all you got to do. But we at the end of our segment, I would like to thank Miss Treasy Cosmetics for coming in the building today and gracing her with her presence. And we got another episode popping on later on tonight, so be ready. So all kids that's underage, make sure they in the bed because there's gonna be a lot of profanity. So make sure all underage kids is in the bed when this airs. Miss Treasy, I would love to thank you for being in the building today.
thank you for having me.
Anytime. So this your boy signing off. Peace, love, and loyalty.